This will be the last regular season game here for the Red Devils, for the sophomore team. The junior varsity team is had played earlier today, and that game is finishing up at Salem Hills. And tomorrow, varsity will go for senior night against these same WASP team. And here we go, Jackson with the kickoff. He's going to drive it deep and into the end zone. So that's where Wasatch will take over. Springville's defense will take the field. Their defense has been strong throughout the season, being able to bring pressure with the front four. Linebackers are pursuing, and the corners and defensive backs intercepting. So a great combination for this defensive front. There you have middle linebacker number 2, Cooper Baker, Chad Huff, number 5. And number 32, looks like Mason Slocum will be the right outside linebacker. Wasp will start it off. Baker looking to blitz, and they do a hard count and get Springville to jump offside. That has been a story throughout this season. Just getting very aggressive on that front, trying to get to the quarterback, and that time just a little early. So we'll see if they bring the blitz again, or if they'll sit back in coverage. There comes a blitz. They're going to run it up the middle, and there's not going to go very far because Neo Togia is right there, Togaya, for the tackle. So Neo playing that defensive end position, doing a great job of covering up that gap and making the tackle. So that'll be a 1-yard gain, so it'll now be 2nd down and 4. The Wasps look to the sideline to get their play call. It'll come in. 2 receivers at the top of the screen with a tight end to the left of the formation. Going a hard count there, getting Springville almost jumped. Quarterback keeps it, and it'll be Slocum with the tackle, and he's down with an arm injury. And just landing there, looks like on his left arm. So training staff there to attend to him. And that will take us to our first media timeout. We'll take it there with them and be right back with some more Red Devil football on Varsity Sports TV. Jogging off to the sideline is Slocum, or that might be Isaac's fielder. Sometimes with the sophomore teams, their home jerseys and away jerseys are slightly different. So now the Wasps will set up in their offensive formation with one running back in the backfield. They'll get him looking to go to the outside. He'll fight for the outside, now cuts back inside, still going, looking to take it all the way, and he will for a touchdown. So big play that time, being able to get to the outside, bouncing it through, breaking some tackles, and it will be Heber, first one's on the scoreboard with 6 points. With an outside run, great blocking, just going off tackle on the right side. That's where the tight end lined up. They did a good job setting the edge. Halfback got to the outside, and from there he worked his magic, breaking tackles and finding the end zone for about a 65-yard run. Extra point attempt now for the Wasps. Snap is up, and the kick is good. So Wasps strike first here in just 1 minute and 1 second. They're able to put 7 points on the board, and now Springville's offense will get the first chance with the ball. It'll be right back with Springville's offense coming right up. And here we are, the Wasps set to kick off after a great first possession. 3 runs, 80 yards, and 7 points. Now the Wasps will kick off. We filled it in the end zone, so that will be a touchback. And that's where Springville will take over. As we see the offense take the field, under center is Bradley Miller. Springville loves to do the power formations, run out of the I, and that's what we'll see Chad Huff at number 5 in that halfback position. He'll be lead blocker, will be number 2, Cooper Baker. But don't get complacent with running that ball, because Bradley Miller will open it up and let it rock to his 2 receivers, Dallas Torres and number 11, Ryder Giles. And that's where they'll go right away. He makes, it's going to be intercepted out of the hands of Torres. Comes back, still going, and there will make the interception. Don't have the replay to give us all the way back, but it looks like he had Torres and just in and out of his hands, and then Wasatch with the pick. And so that'll be Wasatch now with their second possession and already in the red zone. So not the beginning that Springville wanted, and Wasatch looking to capitalize on their second possession of the first half. Looking to go on the hard count, they do. There's the pull by the quarterback. Finds his way to the outside. Nobody sees him, and he will score a touchdown. Man-to-man defense on the outside. So once the quarterback gets outside of the rush, there's just nobody there to see him, and he will score. So Wasatch's offense is looking very good, and Springville's defense just not able to put it together on those first 4 plays. And now for the extra point attempt. It'll be up, and that is good. So Wasatch coming out on fire, 4 run plays, 96 yards rushing, and 2 touchdowns, really showing Springville's defense, and that's where we'll see adjustments made on Springville's defense, no doubt. But momentum has swung towards the Wasps. Now the question is, how will Springville respond with 10 minutes and 35 seconds in the opening quarter and finding themselves down by 2 scores early on? So we saw last game and this game, Springville goes play action to set up the big pass. We'll see if they now turn to that run game and try to establish that to get them moving toward the end zone and putting points on the board. Wasatch going to kick. It's going to be short. Fielded by Weedman. He's going to bob and weave, and there at the 25 will be hit and taken down at the 26-yard line. So Cougar does a good job to field that short punt and get about a 12-yard return on that. And now this offense will take the field once again. Springville playing without their tight end and outside linebacker, Spencer Price. He's out for today. But everybody else should be the regulars there, with Anson Jolly there on the O-line at the center position. There we go, running Chad Huff. He's going to bounce to the outside like he likes to do, and there will be tackled. Flag on the play. They're going to call that offside, it looks like. Offside in high school is a dead ball penalty. So we'll see what the call is officially. It looks like it's going to go against Wasatch. Okay, there's dead ball offside. So the officials should have blown that dead. Unlike college and NFL, in high school, UHSAA rules, offside is a dead ball penalty. So now it'll be 1st down and 5. Last run play does not count. Going shotgun is Miller. He's going to scan the defense. Send Torres in motion. He's going to shovel to Torres. Torres speeds, gets him to the outside. Great block there by, that's Mason Slocum, number 33. And that'll be a 1st down gain. Chains will move with a good shovel pass there to Dallas Torres. So a good job by Springville to get to some of their playmakers. Torres is one of the receivers on the outside and letting him just take the corner there. Slocum doing a great job, number 33, on the lead block. Now number 2, Cooper Baker, he'll come in at fullback. And Giles will be the receiver at the bottom of the screen. Man in motion is Torres. And they'll hand it off to Huff. Gets to the second level. Breaks free. Going to bounce to the outside. And there is tackled from behind as he crosses the 40-yard line. Great little jump cut here by Huff. There it is. Boom. Breaks a tackle. Does a good job and will be tackled in Wasp territory. This is the offense that we've seen from Springville throughout the year. Just their great ability to block up front. Their front linemen do a great job. There's 54, Misi Fonohema. He's going to be your left tackle. 73 is Kalepi Vaca. He'll be your left guard. So that left side of the line, very strong to run behind. Giles goes in motion. They'll go right behind him. He gets the first block, and Huff is going to be tackled there by the Wasatch Wasp, number 5. So center is Anson Jolly, number 78. Right tackle is number 66, Lincoln Stanton. We're trying to get the number on the right guard. That looks like number 57, Jacob Delgado. There's the handoff going fullback to Cooper Baker. He's going to take on a guy right heads on, drive forward. And there he'll be stopped at about the 37, 38-yard line. 1st down to gain is the 20, or 33-yard line. Sorry, 1st down to gain is the 28. So now it'll be 3rd down and 5. So we've seen on 3rd down and 5, they really like to look for how far off that corner is playing on Giles, then run that quick slant to him. The bunch formation on that left side. So let's not see the quick slant this time. We might see motion here. Nope, we're going to go play action. Miller looking, throw. Finds Giles. He's going to take it to the outside, still going. There is just pulled out of bounds. Giles on the drag route across the middle. Miller finds him. Giles reaches down, maintains his balance, breaks one tackle on the sideline, and there is dragged by his shirt out of bounds. So it'll be 1st down and 10 for Springville. 1st down and goal. We are in the Red Devil red zone. So we'll look to see the defense that Wasp will set up here. It looks like they have man-to-man on the receivers. 2 high safeties with just 2 linebackers. Man in motion is Huff. They'll go toss to the short side of the field. Huff looking. He's going to jump back inside, find his way, and will be down at the 1-yard line. So he almost gets in. Running to the short side of the field, Lincoln Stanton, as you see, number 66, blocking, leading the way. And so there it'll go on the 1-yard line. Inside the 1, actually. That is dangerously close to the goal line. And Springville is at risk of a touchdown. Heads up here. They got Cooper Baker at fullback. We might see it go to him. No, we got QB sneak. Not even a tush push. That is Bradley Miller in for the touchdown. Miller sees that gap. He just goes right by the defensive tackle diving past him. He follows his center, 78, Anson Jolly. Jolly doing a great job of leading the way and put him into the end zone. So Jolly, he's normally 78. He's going to be 79 today. He'll take over long snapping duties. His first time long snapping was in a game. He did a fantastic job filling in for Price. And there you see the snap on target. And it is good. Good job, Anson Jolly at the center position. Springville gets on the board, 7-14. We'll be right back with some more Springville Red Devil football on Varsity Sports TV. Are you feeling Finnish and need to have a sauna and a cold plunge? Well, visit Physical Sports Therapy with Dr. Jordan Sumption. They can not only give you your sauna experience followed by a cold plunge, but they also have red light therapy, helping you get back to your tip-top shape at Physical Sports Therapy, serving Springville, Payson, and Orem. Here we are now. Jackson Earl set to kick. Springville does a good job responding. 7-14 here with 7:37 in the half, or in the first quarter. Earl's going to drive that deep. He's got quite the leg, and he'll be kicked 8 yards deep into the end zone. Not even a thought of returning. Ball will bounce in the end zone, and that's where Springville will go on defense as the Wasps take over at the 20-yard line. So number 3 in at quarterback, we've seen them go read option, and he's done a good job of reading the defense and getting some runs himself and able to give it to the running back as well. Wide splits by the offensive line, trying to spread out the D-line for Springville. Hard count. Now they're going to go that read option. Quarterback keeps it, trying to get the outside. He breaks the first tackle, still going, and there will be pushed out of bounds. It'll be Slocum and Huff there on that pushing out of bounds. Great job that time by Stanton. You see him right there. He almost gets the ankle tackle, doing a good job of slowing him down. But the Wasps did a good job getting to the second level linebackers on those blocking schemes. And so we'll see with a lot of read option if Springville doesn't go to more zone this game to try to help the cornerbacks keep their eyes on the backfield. Now they're going to run. And there's a great job, Cooper Baker hitting that A-gap and getting to the backfield. He's the middle linebacker. You see him, he reads run. Oh, not Cooper Baker, sorry, that's Xander Schnecht coming out of the defensive end position. He breaks the tackle, or breaks the block, and able to get the tackle in the backfield. So that'll take away the gain they had from the previous. It'll be a 3rd down and a short 10. They'll see if we get a first passing play out of the Wasps here. Looking back to pass. Man-to-man defense going with a screen. Lineman out in front. And there he gets past the first down marker. Weedman's going to come in for the tackle, not before he gets to the 35. So a good job that time setting up the screen. Linemen get out in front. And he does a good job, the halfback, to get past the markers. So in their no-huddle offense, the Wasps go back in shotgun. Now they're going to go read option. This time they hand it off, and that time it is Neo with the tripping up the halfback. And so Neo gets the tackle. That'll be in the backfield, so that'll be a tackle for a loss. Good job that time. Ball placed at the 35-yard line. So 2nd down and long. Landon Higginbotham, the corner at the bottom of the screen, number 18. He'll match up there. Looking, eyes in the backfield, so it looks like they're going to be in zone. No, they go man, going to the backfield, and a great job that time. Isaac's fielder coming in with the big hit, laying some lumber. Man to man, so he's got his eyes on that halfback. He sees the ball coming out there, and right through the numbers, breaks up the pass. Teammates are there to congratulate him. And so now we have 3rd down and long. Dropping back to pass. Looking on the quick out. Great timing. One broken tackle. It's still going to the outside. And Mason Slocum there is on the tackle. Great timing on that. You see the quarterback's going to throw it right to the spot. 18 gets there, makes the catch. Pretty impressive there at the sophomore level to get such timing on that. That just takes a lot of repetition. A lot of off-season practice, building that confidence one with another to know when the receiver's going to break and put the ball right there on the mark. Number 3 does just that. They're now in Springville territory. They're going to go read option. He's going to keep it. Breaks the first tackle, but there will be met by Schnecht and Stanton for the tackle. So that'll be about a 5-yard gain. So 2nd down and 5. Now they'll go to the halfback. Jump cut. Tries to get to the outside. He's fighting for it. Flag comes down. Chad Huff is there to help make that tackle. We see a flag that's most likely going to be holding on the offense. There, and then Mason Slocum comes to help out. Great job by Huff to keep contained on the outside. There's the white hat right there. Call is indeed holding, so that'll be 10 yards from the line of scrimmage. And so we backed up about 2nd down and 15. So they'll converse a little bit, and then they'll now mark it off. So Wasatch has shown that they are a run-first team. When Springville sees that, they do like to try to bring those linebackers up a little tighter to blitz, but Wasatch is making it difficult because they are spreading out the receivers, so that takes the outside linebacker out of the picture for staying in the box, stopping the run. Driving back to pass, looking, not much there. Stanton's going to get the coverage, throws it. Doesn't look like it got to the original line of scrimmage. There wasn't necessarily a receiver in the vicinity. That might be grounding. Maybe 22 was close enough for that. So part of the ground, if the quarterback has to leave the pocket, he can throw the ball away as long as it gets past the original line of scrimmage. Looking to pass again. Same out pattern. That time it's going to be overthrown. So on 3rd down and long, it looks like a punt opportunity for the Wasps. Trying that hitch pattern. That time Cougar Weedman's right there on coverage. So punter's back 15 yards. 4th down and about 14. Calling out the blocking schemes as the O-line. Man comes in motion. Punt is off. It is high. And short. Bounces about 35. And there we've touched at the 31-yard line. You heard there, fire, 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 trying to get Springville players away. And there will be touched by the Wasps. It looks like they may have touched at the 33-yard line, but they'll call it down. Well, there they go. They are sending the ball closer to the 36, where it was originally touched by the Wasps. So here's a little-known play, is if on a punt it touches a member of the kicking team, then the receiving team can field it, and they can take the result of the run or bring it back to the original touching point. So that's oftentimes where you talk to a player, you want them to try to pick it up and run, even if they fumble or lose yards, because they can then take it back to the original touching point from there. Toss out to Huff. He's going to follow Baker, the blocker. Huff will get forward and get about 7 yards on that play. Good job stretching the field, this time going field side. A lot of guys blocking. Getting out in front, doing a good job to get, call it 8 yards, so it'll be 2nd down and about 2. So on this part, this is a great time to see if they want to go play action deep. You got Giles there at the bottom of the screen, only one high safety, so his post corner might be very effective here. Said they're going to run the ball, Slocum. He's going to get past the first down markers, and that's another Red Devil first down. So power run to the right. Slocum does a good job to find the hole. Wasatch does a good job to minimize the gain, but it will be a first down and 10 from the 47-yard line. So here we go, first down and 10 for Springville. Miller looking to see what he has in the secondary, what kind of coverage. He's going to pass. Looking for Giles on the post pattern, and it will be incomplete. So you see there the high safety at about the 46-yard line. He's going to drop down. So Giles had it over top and just outside his reach, which is hard to do because his reach is incredible. So they're trying to go big on that post. So it'll be second down and 10. Now, folks, that post may not have worked, but mark my words, that post corner, we'll see that a little bit later in the game, where Giles is going to run that same post play, but he'll break it off a double move to the outside, and he's going to be wide open. Man in motion. They're going to do counter to him. That's Dallas Torres. He's going to cover up the ball there and be marked down at the 46-yard line. So a 7-yard gain on the counter play to Torres. He's really trying to get that misdirection going. They do a good job. And now it'll be third down and 3 in Wasp territory. Wasp struck early, 14 quick points. Springville has 7, and now they're looking to get 7 more. Faking the run, they're going to get Xander Schnecht, the tight end, and he's going to get a great first down. Great play here. Schnecht's the tight end on the right side. They fake the toss. Schnecht just sneaks out. Linebacker goes after the run. Schnecht lowers his shoulder, gets 3 extra yards, and that'll be another Red Devil first down. So first down and 10 from the 31. Springville being able to show outside that first turnover on the first play of the game, they've been able to show that they can run the ball and pass it. I formation. Miller's going to run it, or hand it off rather to Slocum. He's going to keep going forward. Drive. He's going to be right near the marker. We'll see where it's officially marked. Good run that time by Slocum, and then the O-line just giving him that push. And they're going to give him a first down. So that moves the change. 10-yard gain by Mason. So this might be a great time for the double move by Giles, the post corner. There it is. Looking for Giles. Flag comes in. That'll be a PI. So here we see Miller does a good job. Pressure coming. He stays in it. He delivers the ball. As Giles makes the second break, defender holds him. So that'll be pass interference. So they're going to call that a defensive hold. It looks like the ball was in the air. Usually the difference between a hold and PI is hold is before the ball is in the air. That looked like the ball was in the air when he held them. But it's going to be a 10-yard penalty and an automatic first down. So Springville will get the ball at the 11-yard line. Looking to pass. There's Giles on the slant and Giles on the touchdown. They had the cushion they wanted. Miller sees it. You see him quick step back. Giles on the slant, keeps the separation, and scores. So Springville down 14-0. They come back with 13 unanswered. And with this kick, they will be able to get the score tied up after an initial sting from the Wasps. Cougar Weedman will hold. Snap is high. He's going to call fire. And there's going to be thrown down. High snap. Weedman wasn't able to get it down. Calls fire, and that's where you just need the receivers the outside two receivers to peel off looking for a pass. Either they didn't hear Weedman or unable to get off the block. So Wasatch will maintain their lead 14-13 here in the opening quarter in Heber City. It is Wasatch 14, your Springville Red Devils 13. We'll be right back. Here we are now. Jackson Earl set the kick. He can drive this one deep in the end zone. We got 1:15 here in the opening quarter. 27 points scored between the two teams. He will drive it without any thought of return once again. Earl with a great kick. Fascinating story talking to Coach Woodward before the season. He was at the school and he was watching Jackson kicked the ball, went over and introduced himself and talked to him and says, we got to get you out playing football. And so that's where Jackson is now the starting kicker for Sophomore. And now the defense will take the field here. Nick Cadrago, number 41, he'll be the left defensive end. Trying to run, hanging on right there is 51 Neo. He will get the tackle at the line of scrimmage. So Wasatch does a little interesting thing with their formation is quarterback will clap and they go into a set position, bringing their hands down, trying to get the defense to jump. So you see offensive line, they're going to start up, so their hands are going to be off the ground. Hands go down. Now they're going to run to the outside. Huff doing a good job outside contain. And there's going to be caught from behind. That's going to be Neo again. Great job there. Look at Huff. He fights the outside shoulder, makes the running back cut inside, and that's perfect because that's where his pursuit is coming from the D-line and the linebackers. That's where earlier the running back got to the outside and was able to run it for a touchdown. Huff doing a great job on that assignment football to push him inside and help stop a big play. Huff is playing we've seen him play linebacker. He's now at the safety position. They're looking to pass, trying to out pattern again, and it will go incomplete. Weedman on the coverage that time. Weedman right there on his hip. Good job to come out of that and break. And that, folks, will take us to the end of the first quarter. At the end of one is Wasatch 14, your Springville Red Devils 13. We'll be right back with some more Red Devil football on Varsity Sports TV. Do you need an oil change? Then take your car to Johnson Tire Pros. They will not only change your oil, but change your oil filter for a price. That's Johnson Tire Pros, proudly serving the Springville community for over 100 years. As now we start the second quarter, Springville's defense is still on the field. It is 4th down and about 6. So Giles will go deep to field this punt. A little more rain coming down right now. Man in motion, that's going to be a false start on the offense. So that'll back the offense up 5 yards, and they'll get a retry on that kick. or on the punt rather. So now it'll be 4th down and about 11. Still set to punt, but that'll put the punter inside the 5-yard line. We'll see if Springville tries to bring a little more pressure if they set back for a return. Giles has the ability to break returns for touchdowns. Little pressure, kick is off. It is a big kick trying to find. There's the ball way down there. Whoa! From inside the 5 all the way down to the 10. What a kick, caught everybody by surprise. Yeah, I thought it was short because Springville returners weren't going deep. But man, that looks like, is that Lou Grossa out there with a big punt? Whew, what a kick. And he's going to flip field position from inside their 5 to putting Springville at their own 10-yard line. What a boot. So here we are, Springville with their 4th possession. The first one was an interception on the first pass play. The next 2 possessions led to touchdowns. And so we'll see what they do with this third one, 90 yards from the end zone. I formation here, again, one of Springville's favorite formations to run. And they'll give it to Huff. Good hole opened up. Huff still going. He's going to break one tackle. They'll be met with a swarm of Wasatch Wasps right there, and will be tackled as he crosses about to the 17-yard line. Good hole opened up. Right tackle Lincoln Stanton doing a good job taking that defensive end, is driving him to the outside as he tries to get the outside rush. And that's what opened up the tackle in the B gap. What's interesting is a lot of teams will number the gaps. 1, 3, 5 to the left, 2, 4, 6 to the right. Meaning the 1 gap is between the center and the guard on the left side. The 2 gaps between the center and the guard on the right side. Springville, however, for the longest time, goes the opposite. Is that a 1 is to the outside and a 9 is on the inside. This time they're not running to the gap, but looking for Dallas Torres. Or check that, Ryder Giles. He'll make the reception, and that'll move the chains as they get up to the 31-yard line. So Giles running the out pattern. Really, Giles, in terms of route running, is really, his precision is spot on. He can really accelerate and decelerate and change direction quite quickly, making him just a difficult time for any corner to try to cover him. Now you see the corner there giving him a 7-yard cushion. That's trying to keep up with him going deep. Miller rolling right. He's going to get some pressure. Still looking. He's going to come across field looking for Giles or Dallas Torres, and unable to get him on that one. So he looks like Xander Schneck coming across, the inside linebacker got in front of him and looking for Torres all the way across the field and unable to get that completion. So it'll be now 2nd down and 10. When you have the confidence in your running game to get 7 yards per carry, it really opens up the offense to be able to take risks like that on 1st down, knowing you still can run it on 2nd down and set up 3rd and manageable. So they bring number 44 defensive end a little tighter. So they'll run inside, and that's exactly where 44 was going. He'll make the tackle. So it looks like that time they had the outside available to them. 44 goes inside, and that will be overpowering 39 right there as well for the tackle. So he'll get a short gain on that. So now we got 3rd down and 10. What's going to look like a passing situation, and so that's where Miller he'll go into shotgun. He's got his 2 buddies next to him, Baker and Huff as halfbacks. Dropping back to pass. He's going to air it out to Giles. Giles, waits for it, and just at the last minute is deflected. Giles had a step. Corner blitz, so he goes 1-on-1 to the safety, and safety just does a good job at the end to get his hand in and is able to knock it away. So corner blitz by Wasatch, aggressive call, and made the right read, but just unable to convert it. So now punter in. This is going to be Jackson Earl. A late substitution coming in. So Anson Jolly is going to be the long snapper. Snap is right on target. Pressure came. Wasn't able to get to it. There's the short kick, and they'll get across into Springville territory, or into Wasatch territory, and be down just across midfield. So we'll take a quick break. We're right back on Varsity Sports TV. Are you not wanting to get rid of your jalopy? Well, go visit Johnson Tire Pros. They'll get it back up in shape in no time. Okay, so Springville punts, giving Wasatch good field positions. We're at 9:39 here in the second quarter. Looking to run the ball, and Xander Schneck says, "No, sir." Whoa, check that, never mind. That fooled everybody. Quarterback cutting it back in. I apologize about the screen, but he's going to get a touchdown. Wow, that was everybody. Looks like he handed it off. Did not. He held on to it. What a play by the quarterback. It fooled absolutely everybody, and he breaks free for a 53-yard run for a touchdown. Now looking to make the 8-point lead. 42 comes on for the extra point. Kick is up, and it is good. So what a play by the quarterback. It looked like Xander Schneck had the halfback dead to left, and quarterback pulls it and goes 54 yards for a touchdown. Wasatch set to kick, drives it high and deep, and into the end zone for a touchback. So both kickers on both teams really highlighting their skills on these kickoffs. Springville is now going to take over with their offense. Not able to get a touchdown the last drive, ended up punting. We'll see what they do this time. New formation here. Huff goes out as a wide receiver. We'll see if maybe he comes in motion across. Blitz showing up the middle. Looking to pass. Ball is tipped, looking for Schneck, and incomplete. So running to Schneck, the tight end, over the middle. 29's right there on the coverage. So good man-to-man coverage by the Wasps that time. They brought the pressure, leaving man-to-man coverage throughout, and they were able to defend that. So they got two high safeties right now. So there you see them in the screen. And they're going to run to the outside to Huff. He's going to get a first down, and there will be driven out of bounds in a very gracious slide once he gets back on his feet. So good job by Huff, just using his speed to get there. There's his quick baseball slide up and back to the huddle. So first down run by Huff up to the 35. It'll be 1st and 10 for Springville. Huff is a player, he loves to start inside, then use his speed to bounce it outside. That time was running outside, he just used his speed immediately to get to the outside and get the first down. Looking quick pass, hitching is Giles, and there will be tackled at about the 41-yard line. So seeing that big cushion at the top of the screen, Miller's just going to go quick pass. Giles catches it. That's a safety coming up to make the tackle. That's 6 yards, though. So if you're going to give Giles that 10-yard cushion, we should expect to see that a couple more times. Maybe have him run the slant or just that quick hitch. It's going to make that corner step up, giving Giles a little more opportunity to break free on some of the bigger passes. Going toss to the left. Huff doing a good job hitting speed, and he will get the first down as he crosses midfield into Wasp territory. So a good play that time, going toss to the left. Baker's going to set the edge to block, and good job there to get across the 50-yard line. So we see on the bottom of the screen where Wiedemann is the receiver, we see tight coverage. At the top of the screen, we see soft coverage. We'll see if that's receiver specific or it's just side specific, as Wiedemann is on the field side. Might see if maybe put Giles on that right side and see if we go one-on-one with that defender. Huff guiding to see where it's going to run, tries to get back to the line of scrimmage, and there will be tackled in the backfield. Little slow to get up is Huff. You see he tries to almost leap over, and that's going to lead to some pain. And so Huff is on the ground, so he'll get walked off the field. For how strong of a runner, he takes a lot of bangs and takes the bruises, but is so tough. We might see him back out there here in just a bit. So team huddles on the sideline. Play clock is running. We're at 8:08 in the second quarter. Now they come out of the huddle. They'll line up. 2 receivers to the field side. Giles to the top of the screen. He'll be your X. High snap. They're going to look to run to Miller. There's a hole open, but it quickly closes. Miller will just get a couple yards. A good job that time by the defender to get off the block and come up and make the tackle on Miller. So that's going to be a short gain. So it'll be 3rd down and about 8 for Springville. Bracket coverage looks like going to the top of the screen on Giles. That means you got the corner who's sitting about 7 yards. The safety's going to be over to that side. Torres will be on the bottom of the screen. There's no high safety on his side. We'll see if they look to go one-on-one there. They do. Torres has the jump. Ball is perfectly placed, and that is Torres for a touchdown. They saw the one-on-one coverage. Torres quickly gets to the outside. Defender was inside shade when his help was on the inside, and Torres just hits the burners, and he's going to go for a touchdown. So Springville's going to bring it within 2. We'll see if their offense stays on the field for a 2-point conversion. That looks like what they're going to do, as they're going to huddle up. On these 2-point conversions, we've seen a lot of times going on a quick slant to Giles if they get soft coverage. And if they get tight coverage, look at Giles to run the whip route, which is slant and then come to the outside. Nobody's on Giles to the outside. Miller sees it quick. He's going to get it, throw it to Giles, and that's the 2-point conversion. Great job by Giles and Miller to see that. Giles is lined up. Nobody's on him. Miller quickly gets under center, gets people set, and just tosses it easy. 2-point conversion. Springville ties it up. Heads up play by the veterans, Miller and Giles, to see that and to capitalize on it. So we are at 7 minutes and 8 seconds, and it is all tied up. Wasatch struck first with a 14-0 lead. Springville respond. Wasatch took the lead, and now Springville ties it up. It'll be Wasatch's turn to respond here with some time left in the second quarter. Here is Jackson Earl on the kickoff. He'll drive a low-line drive squibbler. It'll be bounced, fielded, little bobbled inside the 5, coming out. Up the middle he goes. Breaks a tackle. He's still going. It's going to be a foot race. And he's in for a touchdown. What a return. 95 yards. Right through the middle of the defense. Neo's going to hit his leg there and just not in time as he gets the Wasatch touchdown. We are in an offensive touchdown spree. That's the special teams touchdown. Putting 6 more points on the board. Extra point opportunity coming up. Wasatch will take a timeout, and we'll be right back for this extra point attempt. And now here comes the extra point attempt. And it will be up low, but good. So Wasatch takes the 28-21 lead. We'll be right back with some more second quarter action on Varsity Sports TV. Okay, Wasatch will step it off, set to kick off. 6:52 in the second quarter, and Springville another chance to get on the offensive side of the ball. Big kick. This will be high and short, filled it inside the 5. It's going to be Cougar's chance to bring it out. He will take on the contact, be tackled at about the 28-yard line. So good return by Weedman, about a 23-yard return, and Springville's offense takes over from there. Okay, Miller is going to be under center. He's got Giles, or looks like Giles at the bottom of the screen. He's going to get Giles all the way across the formation. He will catch it, and he will go. It's going to be a foot race, but the angle is to Wasatch. Giles cuts it inside, and will be down at the 22-yard line. So looking almost for Giles to go deep on that right side. Instead, they bring him across the formation. Millard with a delivered strike. And Giles will get it down closer to the end zone. So a big play there. Almost a 50-yard reception by Giles. And now Springville is in business. They'll run to the left side. Mason doing a good job, will take the contact, dive forward for a couple extra yards, and find himself inside the 20. That means we are in the Red Devil red zone. Ball marked at the 18-yard line. 2nd down and 5. Miller's going to take the snap. He's going to toss to the outside to Cougar. Cougar's got some blockers. He's going to follow them. Cut back inside. Flag will come down. Cougar's tackle. That'll give him a 1st down, but not so fast, my friends. We'll see what the white hat says. That position looks like it's likely to be a hold against Springville. A spot foul from that position. Check that. Not a hold, but a block in the back. So that'll negate the run by Weidman on the 1st down marker, but take him back yards from where the foul occurred. So it looks like around the 1st down marker. So they'll back it up, and it'll be placed on the 22-yard line. Second down and 8. Blitz coming. Hitch and go. Giles with the move and a touchdown. What a play by Miller to stay in there. They ran that hitch earlier. There's the hitch. Defender comes up. Miller ready for the contact and delivers it to Giles for another Red Devil touchdown. This Miller to Giles combination is one we've heard a lot this year, and one we will continue to hear not just this year, but in years to come as they don the Red Devil jersey. Giles having himself a game, and Miller doing a great job distributing it to his receivers. High snap again. Picked up, and that's going to be a potential 2-point conversion in high school. There's no taking it back for 2 points. And so extra point is no good. Springville finds himself down by 1 with 5:16 remaining. Springville now set to kick. There's the kick. It's going to be short. Filled it again by Wasatch, but this time not able to take it to the house, but will take it to about the 30-yard line. So we are at 5 minutes, 11 seconds left. Both teams really putting points on the board today. And now Wasatch's offense will take the field. Triple receivers to the bottom of the screen. But they're going to run it. Up the middle, breaks an arm tackle. Now it's going to be a foot race. Folks, this is an offensive explosion for both teams. Giles unable to catch him. Touchdown, Wasps. That's the third play of the Wasps of over 50 yards, or fourth play, check that, fourth play of over a 50-yard touchdown. And they're going to find themselves at 34. So in the last game of the season, defense is optional, as is special teams coverage, and Wasps will score yet another touchdown. Now for the extra point. Kick is up and it is good. So Wasatch 35, Springville 27. We'll be right back with some more Red Devil football. Picked up inside the 5. We had been almost breaking free, go down to the 15. And that's where Springville will take over. So first down for Springville. They are at 4:52 here in the opening half. Weather has held up pretty good. We thought we'd get a little more rain. Rain is scheduled for the future later tonight, starting around 8 o'clock, so still an hour away. We've had some slight drizzles, but nothing to really impede either offense here tonight. Torres will be receiver, one-on-one coverage at the bottom of the screen. Defender with inside shade, so if they want to run the go route, it is there. There's the post corner, drops it in and dropped. What a play by Miller to just drop that in, running the post corner there, and Torres would have been gone had he been able to catch that. Big drop there, and unfortunately will not lead to a touchdown on that play, but Springville maintains possession, 2nd down and 10. We've seen them, the willingness to go on the big plays on first down, and then typically they'll go back to the running plays here on 2nd down. Blitz coming up the middle. Going fullback dive, and that'll be picked up quickly with just a short gain by Cooper Baker. So good job there by the Wasps to really bring that pressure up the middle. Almost running, looks like a stunt there with the lineman going to the right, and then the linebackers coming around on that play to make the tackle. So 3rd down and 9. Check that. Let's call it 3rd down and 10. Torres will be at the bottom. Giles at the top. Xander Schneck, the tight end, to the right. Looking back to pass. He's got Torres on the deep pattern. And once again, Torres unable to bring that down. Inside shade, so they have the go route there. And just short arms it. One thing you really want to talk to receivers about is, again, he's waiting for the ball to come to him, but you want to teach those receivers to go get the ball. Attack it at its highest point. And a play like that, if you jump back just a little, you might get the PI, but it also gives you a chance to be able to catch the ball above the defender and not have the defender be able to swipe it away. So going 2 big plays, unable to convert. Respotting the ball to just above the 16-yard line. There's the snap. Jackson Earl with a big kick. Filled it on the run. Big hit there. Delgado with the hit. Flag is down. There's the hold. That's Delgado and Neo with the tackle. 51 with the big hit as Delgado wrapped him up and Neo put him down. Block in the back is going to be the call, so that's going to be called there at about the 31-yard line. So bring it back 10 yards. It'll be first down and 10 from about the 41. So we're at 3 minutes and 50 seconds here in the half. And the Wasps will take over. They have an 8-point lead and the ball. And they've had a good command of moving the ball for big plays for a touchdown. So 3 receivers at the bottom of the screen. Springville shows man-to-man coverage. Blitz coming up the middle. Quarterback will keep it. And Xander Schneck's going to be there for the tackle. Good job that time reading the read option as from the defensive side. Schneck's coming in from the D-line position. He takes the halfback and then quickly jumps up to get the quarterback. That's the man the quarterback's reading on those. If Xander stays outside on the halfback, then the quarterback keeps it to the inside. If he jumps towards the quarterback to the inside, he'll pull it, or he'll give it to the halfback going to the outside. So Xander's in a tough position there, but does a great job to navigate that and to make the tackle. Now they're going to hand it up the middle. Huffs grabs on, and Xander will come in and help the tackle, but not before getting a first down. So chains will move as the Wasps try to get closer to the end zone. We're at 3:08 here in the half, and the Wasps getting closer to the red zone. Quarterback keeps it, breaks a tackle. Torres will be there to make the tackle, and that's where it'll be. We have a player down. That's Nick Hidalgo, 41. Did a good job there, almost making the tackle on the quarterback. Quarterback breaks the tackle and moves the chains for another first down for the Wasps. So first down and 10 from the 18. Running up the middle, there will be met by a slew of Red Devils and tackled after about a 3-yard gain. So now it'll be second down and 7. No huddle offense goes. It's not quite a hurry up. 2 minutes and 5 seconds left here in the half. So with those receivers so far spread out, it just takes fewer defenders and puts them in the box. They got 3 defenders on those 2 receivers, so it makes it a little easier to run inside. And that's what they'll do. But Baker says, I don't think so. Coming in from the middle linebacker position, he's going to attack that gap. He goes right between the O-lineman and gets to the halfback and makes the tackle. So good job that time by Baker to get the tackle in the backfield. It'll be third down and long. So looking for the pass play. We've seen the Wasps try to go to that quick out to the receiver. Number 22 might be the way we go. Or on one-on-one coverage at the top of the screen, look for a hitch over there. Trying to go hard count. They don't get Springville to jump. Good discipline there by Springville to not jump offside. So it'll be third down and 11. Get the play call coming in. Clock is ticking. We're down to 1 minute. And now whistle and play will be dead as Wasatch looks to have taken their second timeout of the half. So we'll take timeout with them. Be right back on Red Devil for some Red Devil football. Here comes the Wasps. Third down and long. Looking to pass. Patience. Trying to go over the middle. Pass is complete, but Baker is there to make the tackle. So clock will still run. We're at 46 seconds. We'll see at this point if Wasatch is going to go to kick a field goal. It looks like they will, but it looks like Springville took their timeout to try to maintain some time for them after this next play for the Wasps. And they will be lined up for a field goal. 42 definitely has the leg. That's oftentimes not the challenge for the kickers, but to try to get the leg and the accuracy. They're going to add 46 seconds to the clock. There's the 46 seconds added. 42 set to kick. Springville's going to bring some pressure, try to get to him. This will be a 35-yard field goal. Kick is up. It's long enough. And it's no good. So Wasatch unable to convert the long field goal. Springville player is down. That's Cooper Baker holding his collarbone. Again, Baker is such a tough kid. He'll make his way to the sideline as Springville's offense will take over. We've seen Springville be able to look deep. We had Torres with a deep go route earlier in the game for a big touchdown. Several big connections to Ryder Giles. We'll see which one they look to go to. The right side tends to be where they have coverage without a safety over the top. Defense late getting on the field. Giles one-on-one to the top, but has safety coverage over the top. Looks like they're going to drop back into zone. Getting to Miller, and they will get the sack on Miller. Defense jumped into that zone. Miller unable to find an open receiver. Call that a coverage sack. Trying to find Torres going across the middle. Huff dragging across, and a timeout will be called. So clock is stopped with 36 seconds left. Springville trying to drive down to get one last score and tie it up before half. So Springville breaks the huddle on the sideline. They'll take their formation. Torres will be at the bottom of the screen. Giles at the top. Huff will be the slot. Two halfbacks is Baker and Slocum. Looks like a cover four. They're dropping four guys deep. Going to go quick out to Giles. He catches it and gets his feet down. And so that's right there close to the marker. Not quite a first down. Check that, about 5 yards short of the marker. So it'll be 3rd down and 5. So about an 8-yard gain. Good job trying to get out of 2nd and long. 31 seconds. With soft coverage, we'll see if they go right back to that play or maybe try a double move on that side. Blitz showing up the middle. Miller looking to scramble. And he'll fight forward right there at the marker. We'll see if that's enough for a first down. But it's not going to be a first down because we have a flag on the play against Springville. It'll be a hold. So that'll back them up and set them up for third down and about 15. So 24 seconds on the clock. Springville with a choice to make. Do they try to keep going for it? Hard to do in this cover 4. You see the coach holding up 4 fingers, calling that cover 4. Or do they possibly see that they just run the ball and try to take this into half? So the ball will be placed at about the 15-yard line. Going back to the I formation here. So it looks like they're going to run the ball against this deep shell of a coverage. There they go. Slocum going to cut back. Fight forward to about the 25-yard line. Clock is going to be stopped. Looks like Wasatch is going to use their final timeout, forcing Springville to punt and giving Wasatch a chance to return this punt. A long first half. We're at 7:20. This game got off at 6 o'clock, so an hour and 20 minutes in this first half. That's due to a lot of the scoring on both sides. 5 touchdowns for Wasatch, 4 for Springville. We've seen a variety of touchdowns, both routine drives down the field, some big plays, and even some special teams from Wasatch. So now we have it 4th down and about 5 yards. Ball's got to get to the 30-yard line. It's at the 25, 11 seconds. I don't know if I would go for it here, Springville. But a punt is a challenging situation simply because you have your backup long snapper, and you have a couple high punts on the extra points, and it looks like the offense is back on the field. So Giles is given the cushion of about 8 yards at the top of the screen. We'll see if they go to that. Miller under center, trying to get people to jump. Unable to do so, goes to the sideline, will get the play call. He'll do it, play action pass. Looking for Giles on the inside out route, and it's caught. First down conversion, Springville. Going hard count, Giles with that post corner, the inside out route he loves, gets right to the sideline, catches it, gets his feet down, and Springville will have first down and 10 from the 50-yard line. So 5 seconds left, maybe time for one more play. Timeout called on the field. Good job that time by Giles to get the first down. But still a Herculean task ahead of them to get the ball 50 more yards. Wasatch is sitting in that cover 4, so that's 4 defenders, defensive backs, each covering a quarter of the field, and they're very deep. And so that leaves over the middle of the field open, but that's not where the end zone is. The end zone is deep. So we see now they go slightly different. We see 3 back very deep. So this is a prevent defense. Instructions given to the offensive line. Receivers are already set. Miller's got an arm. Not sure he's got it 50 yards in him for a Hail Mary, but they might give it a shot here. So Wasatch's going to rush 3. Miller by himself in the backfield. He's going to drop back. They're going to go over the middle. Lots of contact, but that looks like it's going to be called incidental. The feet just got tangled up. And that will take us to half. So that's where it'll be, folks. And here we are back on VarsitySportsTV.com. I am the Professor Josh Price. It is Wasatch kicking off to start the half. Good kicking deep and will be fielded on the bounce by Weedman. He'll dodge the first tackler and take it up across the 26-yard line. And that's where Springville will take over. So Springville's offense has been able to put 27 points on the board. Their run game has been consistent, but the yards have come through the air, as Miller has been able to find Torres on a deep bomb and Giles on several deep pass plays. They've done a great job of setting up some of the pass plays, trying to get some quick hitches and doing double moves and doing inside out. We'll see where they go here. Giles will line up in the slot. This might be a run play to him. They'll put him in motion. Coming back there, there's the counter to Giles. He'll run. It's going to drag 45 with him, and there will be tackled at about the 33-yard line. So a 7-yard gain by Giles. Good job that time to see the misdirection, as he went in motion one way and came back with a counter the other. So 2nd down and 3. Springville starts off running the ball. Let's see if they keep going on the run this time. 2 high safeties in the look, so not a lot of opportunities for deep passes. We'll see if this causes them to turn to the run game. They're going to go quick. And it's caught by Torres, and he'll be pushed out of bounds that time. So off coverage to the top of this field. Torres drives right into him, breaks off the bench route, and there will be pushed out of bounds at about the 44-yard line. So good job to see the coverage, see what they have, and able to execute to get the first down. So it'll be 1st down and 10 from the 44. In the I formation goes Miller. They'll hand it off to Slocum, trying to get some breaks. He's going to break it to the outside. Great job and a run. Be tackled as he crosses the 50-yard line. Not much was there up the middle. Mason sees that. Good job to keep blocking by the O-line. That 79, Anson Jolly comes to seal the edge and gets up to a 2nd down and 4 situation. Great run by Slocum to get to midfield. So there again, we see the 2 high safeties. We see a big cushion at the bottom and top of your screen for the corners. Blitz showing up the middle. They're going to run to the outside. Torres is going to seal the edge. And Huff is going to drive across for a 1st down. Great run play there. You see the wide receiver come down, find that linebacker, and gets a double team block with Stanton. Cooper Baker is the lead blocker on that toss, and that'll be a good 1st down for the Red Devils. That puts them in Wasp territory at the 42-yard line. So going strong on this drive, able to move the chains and move the ball. Blitz showing up the middle. Play action pass, there's the pressure. Going to look for Giles. Was all by himself and just unable to find him. So Giles, he runs that post corner. The defender falls down and just not able to get it to him. So we saw one of the first plays of the game, Giles ran that post, and since doing so, they've been able to take advantage of that double move. He's been able to get some 1st down, some good catches, drop pass or defensive holding, and so now it'll be 2nd down and 10 from the 42. Giles will go to the slot. Weedman will go to the outside. But Giles is on the line, so he won't be in motion on this play. But Torres will be in motion. He'll go to the outside even more. And Miller's going to run it to the right side. Hole opened up. Miller's going to keep fighting. There's the big push, and Miller will fall forward for a 1st down. So good run there by Miller. Takes the whole line to start pushing him forward. And we got all 10 Red Devils and 11 Wasps trying to tackle Miller. And he will get the 1st down yardage. So there's the chains will move to the 31-yard line. Springville methodically moving the ball downfield. We're at 9 minutes and 40 seconds here in the left in the third quarter. Fake toss looking, he's got a receiver, then he gets Giles across the middle. Giles will stay in and get pushed out of bounds. He had Schnecht in the flat, didn't want to go to him, wanted to take the other shot to Giles and gets a bigger gain from that. But the penalty will bring them back, so that's going to negate that. So it'll be first down and 10 after the hold. I formation, Giles at the bottom of the screen. One-on-one there at the bottom. Big cushion, that's where they're going to look. Giles with the out and up, adjusts, fights for it up, and it will go incomplete. So they tried the out and up, they had the cushion, so the out was there. Defender didn't quite break on that. Giles tries to go up and get it, and it will go incomplete. So now it'll be second down and 20. Torres in motion, double receivers at the top. Miller looking, nothing there. He's going to scramble and he'll just throw it away to avoid the sack. So it'll be third down and 20. So a drive that was going strong gets stalled with a holding penalty and then 2 pass attempts that go incomplete. And now we'll see 3 receivers at the bottom of the screen. Giles will be by himself at the top. 2 high safety. There's the coverage coming tighter on Giles, but still a safety sitting high. Looking for Torres and still just unable to bring it in. Torres, the outside receiver, and just unable to bring it. So it'll be fourth down, and Springville will look to bring Jackson Earl in to kick. Late substitution for Springville. They'll get set. Big high kick. Coverage is going to get there. Fielded. Oh, it breaks the first tackle. There's going to come back, and Weedman's going to be there for the second wave, and they tackle him at about the 30-yard line. So that's where the Wasps will take over their first possession here in the second half. Wasatch did a great job on some of their run plays that set up the pass later. They're going straight to the pass. Man-to-man coverage to Huff. Huff gets his hand up, and good coverage is right there step by step. So trying to do a cross release. Huff on the slot receiver going on the outside, and he's right there on his hip and making it very difficult for the pass to be caught. And so now it'll be 2nd down and 10. Wasatch has run a no-huddle offense throughout this first half. They go to the sideline to get the play call. Everybody has the wristbands, so they all look at the wristbands to see the play number. Quarterback gets it, and here they go. Looking to pass. It's going to be a screen. Baker's the first one there, and now the rest of the Red Devils come, get him and try to back him up and push him back. There's number 54, Misi Fonohema. He'll get credit for the tackle on that play, and it'll be 3rd down and about 4. Here they go, hurrying up to the line, getting set. Little confusion on the coverage. And now they're going to do read option. Quarterback keeps it, finds a gap up the middle, and there he will finally be tackled as he gets to about the 47-yard line. So a good job that time by the quarterback to read. They put Fonohema in, or they put Neo in conflict, they say. And so Neo takes the halfback, quarterback pulls that and finds the gap up the middle. So those are hard plays for the defense because you just got the different assignments. Neo takes the halfback as he should, and nobody's on the quarterback, and he gets first down yardage. Now they're going to look to run. Quarterback keeps it once again. He's going to get some blocking by the receivers to the outside, and there will be pushed out of bounds by Giles at the 40-yard line. So that'll be another first down run. Ball will be dead. We got a player with we got a holding call, it looks like. I thought at first a uniform infraction, but the hold will go against the Wasps. That's going to go back, holding back at the line of scrimmage or near the, looks like the 49-yard line. So that'll back them up 10 yards from that spot. And that's where they'll get now a 2nd down as they replay that down. So they back it up. The ball will be placed at the 40-yard line. So now 2nd down and about 17. With the big playability of this quarterback, that should not be insurmountable. They're going to pull, get into the halfback. Pursuit comes. Baker's there. Is that Weidman there? He'll make the tackle. No, check that. That's not Weidman. That's Zizek's Fielder. Gets off the block, Baker gets the stop, and then Fielder will come to finish it inside the 35. So now it'll be, this is long. This will be about 3rd down and 21. Ball will be, at the 34-yard line. Yard to gain is the opposite 43. So an obvious passing down here. There they go on that slant. Number 84 catches it. He'll be tackled about midfield. So that'll make it 3rd down and manageable. We'll see if they go for it here, if they punt. Some good misdirection. They're almost looking for a wide receiver screen who then goes to a cross release and to a slant. And that's where he'll be found, and they're going to go for it. Oh, check it. They'll go for it because it's only 3rd down. They replayed the down. So 3rd down and 7. Blitz coming, hand it up to the middle, and there is nothing going on. Baker is there, followed by Lincoln Stanton. Right there, Baker on the blitz gets the hit, Stanton on the read, and he gets the finalized tackle for a loss. So it'll be 4th down and 9. Springville's defense holds strong, and Wasatch will punt. Folks, this punter has a leg. He had a 80-plus yard punt in the first half. 2 players back deep for Springville. They bring one of the gunners in motion typically. There's the motion. Punt is away. It'll be to the right side of the field. It'll be short. Picked up. And there will be advanced to about the 25-yard line. So good job there by Giles not to wait for the punt to roll deeper into the 20-yard line. He'll pick it up about the 19 and get about a quick 6-yard gain before he's tackled. So that's where Springville will take over at the 25-yard line. It is 5:49 here in the 3rd quarter. for how much fireworks and offensive explosion and point scoring there was in that first half, it has been a little slower here after the halftime break. Maybe the players need moms to bring juice boxes and orange slices, maybe a good Capri Sun, but we'll see how they respond here in the second half. Miller rolling right, looking to run, not much there. He's going to be tackled for a big 6-yard loss. Again, trying to get to that right side and just able to get past some of the blocks is the Wasps, and they will get the tackle. So it'll be now a 5-yard loss officially. The ball will be marked at the 20-yard line, so it's second down and 15. So Wasatch has made some adjustments here in the third quarter. They've played a lot more two-high safeties. We'll see if they try to go to that. So now we got Giles at the bottom of the screen. He'll go against 22. Look at the cushion there. Look for Giles maybe to run a quick out here. Instead, they'll run it to Huff. Huff's going to break to the outside. Pressure coming. He'll keep going. Still going across the 35-yard line, and that'll be a first down. 15-yard run by Chad Huff. Breaks 1 tackle, 2 tackles, 3 tackles. It's only the 4th that they finally knock him out. Good job there by Huff to get the ball to the sideline and move the chains. And so now Springville will take over, or will take the new chains and the new marker at the 35. Coming out of the huddle, I formation. We'll see they try to go back to the run play. This time maybe look to go to the field side to the right. Instead they go left off tackle. Huff bounces it outside and he'll get about a 4-yard gain before he's pushed out of bounds. Late flag comes in. Not sure what that was the call. Let's see what it is. Again, not sure what the foul was. So far away, not sure who he was watching. But he found a Springville Red Devil holding on that penalty. Did not see the number. But as my father taught me, the officials are never wrong. So here it is again. Just see, maybe we can see who it might be on. I just don't see it. Maybe on 54 is what they called. But it looked like not much of a hold. But like I said, the officials are never wrong. And so now it's going to be another long play for Springville. First down and very long. Play action pass. Going cross field and just misses Giles. They've had that play before, just wide open. Giles comes across the field. Everybody goes the other side. Wide open and just unable to connect. That's going to be one that they're going to watch in game film and wish they could have that back. If I'm coach, I'm putting that one back in my pocket and going to run that one again later in the game, maybe early fourth quarter, to try to get a big play out of Giles. So Giles will be at the bottom of the screen. Rolling in, safety to the inside. They're going to toss to the outside to Huff, looking to get to the corner, to the sideline, and that's where he'll get. And back to the original line of scrimmage. So a big gain there. That was on third down. Or so that was on second down. They switched the marker before they move it. So it'll be third down and 10 now from the right hash. So this is where, again, we've seen this before, is if Giles lines up on the left side, they give him about a 7 to 8 yard cushion. And that sets up a great opportunity to run a quick out. Instead, Giles will be in the slot. Huff will be to the top, at the bottom of your screen. He'll be the one receiver. And they're going to run Miller up the middle, clears it out. Miller's going to cook, and Miller's going to get right to the marker, and that should be a first down. Bradley Miller showing his speed, just burst up the middle and leans forward for another Red Devil first down. Bradley Miller, sometimes they call him Chef Miller for how much he can cook in the backfield, especially when the coach calls his number on those run plays. To lower his shoulder and really go for the extra yard or two, especially So first down and 10, Springville overcomes the holding. Okay, I was going to say, that looked like a false start on the left side, and it will be. These penalties on first down are difficult for the offense to keep a drive going. Is rather than first down and 10, running the ball for 5 yards, setting up 2nd and 5, which allows the offense to do so much. It's setting them up for 2nd, 3rd, and long, which they've been able to overcome on this drive, but that's not the position you want to be in throughout the game. Another I formation look. They're going to Huff. Baker does a good job to seal the edge. Huff going to the outside, still going, and finally tackled out after stepping out of bounds at about the 46-yard line. So that'll set him up just short of the first down marker. Great job there by Huff. So it'll be 2nd down and 1. We are at 2:49 here in the half. Miller comes to the huddle with a play call. He'll look at his wristband, make the call. We've seen a QB sneak at the goal line. If they want, they might be able to do that here if they follow Jolly right to that linebacker. Instead, they're going to go play action pass. Miller is hit as he throws, and the ball will go incomplete. So trying to go deep to Giles that time, running the post corner, and it will go incomplete. So it'll be 3rd down and short. But that's the exact play call you want to see on 2nd down. Is on 2nd and 1, it just opens up the opportunity for so much, because even if you miss the big play, it'll be 3rd down and 1. We have a flag down. Officials are going to communicate and see what the call is. So that'll be a personal foul on the offense. So after the play, so that's a dead ball penalty, so the play counts. They'll back it up 15 yards. So a little extracurricular activity after the play. And so the ball will be marked at the 39-yard line, will be 3rd down and about 16. They're going to run it up the middle. Oh, Cougar Weedman almost breaks that free. So it'll now be 4th down and 9. Good run by Weedman going right up the middle and just caught by number 44. 44 has been having a great game out of that linebacker, that defensive end position. And so now at 4th down and 9, Miller will stay in the game. It's 2 minutes and 8 seconds on this 4th down and 9. They got to get to the 45-yard line for the first down marker. Giles will be to the top, bottom. Torres to the top. 2 high safeties is the look. Blitz coming from the top of the screen. Snap comes. They got Torres on the corner route. And once again, it's dropped. Oh, they had the play call perfect. Torres runs that corner, ball is placed, cornerback undercuts it, and incomplete. So that'll be a turnover on downs, and Wasatch will get the ball. Getting close to the end of the 3rd quarter, Wasatch with the possession now. In Springville territory. Read option, hands it off to the halfback. And right there, good tackle coming up for that is 33, Mason Slocum. And that'll take us to 1 minute and 30 seconds left. That'll be about a 3-yard gain. Quarterback's going to keep it. He's open to the top of the screen. He's going to go. Giles comes in for the tackle along with Weedman, and that will move the chains. So that read option has been there for the Wasps. Quarterback does a great job to read it, and just his athleticism allows him to get some big gains. So 1st and 10 now. Dropping back to pass. Looking on the quick slant, and it's just dropped. They had that. That was the outside receiver, comes back almost for a screen, then runs the slant. We saw that before. They're able to complete it earlier. That time it falls incomplete. So play call comes in from the sideline. They look at their wristband. They see it. Springville shows man-to-man with one high safety. There's the run play. Quarterback will keep it. And there will be met and tackled by Baker. Baker getting his tackles in today. Going to the outside, but then there's a read option. Good job by the quarterback to read that. Neo does the good job of doing his assignment, which is take the halfback. And that leaves Cooper Baker on the quarterback, and he delivers the hit and a short gain. So it'll be 3rd down and 6. Dropping back to pass. On the slant, and it's going to be caught. Higginbotham on the tackle, but a good job that time to get the slant. That's the outside receiver. Check that, not a slant, but just a 5-yard dig, and they able to get the 1st down on that. And that, folks, will take us to the end of the 3rd quarter. After 3, a big onslaught of points in the first half. No points in the 3rd quarter. Springville 27, Wasatch 35. We'll be right back with some more Red Devil football. So we now switch directions. Wasatch going from right to left. They are finding themselves in the red zone, trying to make this a 2-score game. It started off 14-0 in the game. Springville able to come back. They find themselves down by 8 and looking to make a big defensive stop here to get back into this game. And there is a false start. Again, I see this on the offensive line. I'm just not sure the legality of this. You see it as the quarterback claps his hands, they are moving. But it's the way they've called it all game. They have not seen that false start. But that receiver getting the quick, taking a few steps, that'll get the false start every time. Handing off to the... No, he fakes it. Quarterback keeps it going to the outside. Giles will push him out of bounds right at the marker. That'll be at the 13-yard line. It'll be just short, so not giving him the 1st down. 2nd down and very short. Now they're going to run to the outside to number 42. Giles is going to push him out of bounds along with Higginbotham. And that'll be 1st down and goal from inside the 5. Wasatch, they've scored a lot with big play drives. 4 big plays, 4 touchdowns of over 50 yards today. They're now showing they can do it on a methodical, long drive. They got the ball at the start of the third quarter, and middle of the third quarter, they've been able to drive it down now into the fourth. And they got them jumping offside, so that's going to take about half the distance to the goal. Game started off that way, and now it's going to keep going there. They hand it off up the middle, and that's going to get stopped. A slew of Red Devils there. That looks like Fielder and Slocum there for the tackle, along with Fanohema. So a good defensive stand there, and that'll be second down and goal. After that, I'd expect almost another read option here and expect the quarterback to keep it. They hand it up the middle, fighting for it. Not able to get there. Slocum there on the tackle. Ball will be marked inside about the 1 yard line. Third down and goal. Springville's defense is holding strong. We'll see if they can keep holding strong here. One more attempt. Up the middle. And that's tackled. Baker comes untouched right through the A-gap. They have the wide splits. Just goes right through and meets him in the backfield. So it'll be fourth down and goal. Ball at the 5. Decision time to be made. And they will put a field goal unit on the field. By kicking this field goal, they'll go up by 11, making it a 2-score game. So a late substitution is putting the marker down. There's the pad, 42. Stumble as he steps it off. He's 0 for 1 on field goals today, and there's a penalty. That's going to be false start on the offense, so scoot them back 5 more yards. That's not going to affect the distance a whole lot. So it went from about a 23-yard field goal to now about a 22-yard field goal. Now it's going to be about a 27-yard field goal. Ball will be placed at the marker. Will be placed at the 17-yard line. That's where he'll kick it from. Kick is up, and it's good. So a big kick there by the Wasps. That'll make it an 11-point lead, but more importantly than just the 11 is that's a 2-score lead with 9 minutes and 30 seconds left. That means Springville will not have to just score, but get a stop, get the ball back, and score a second time. Okay, Wasatch set to kick. Line drive kick into the end zone, and that'll be touched back, and Springville will take over at the 20-yard line. So Springville has been able to get some good runs, but a lot of their drives have been stalled and made more difficult with penalties. So let's hope on this drive they can keep it a little cleaner to go penalty-free and see if that will allow them to move the ball down the field into the end zone. Good adjustments the second half by the Wasatch defense, changing up their coverage. They went a lot of man-1 in the first half. Now they're going a lot of two-man, or man-2. Late substitution. Dropping back to pass. Trying to get it out to Weedman and goes incomplete. So again, that's 44. He's getting the pressure on Miller. Ball will go incomplete, so it'll set up second down and 10. So I formation, going to Huff. He's going to jump cut and be brought down hard at the 30 yard, after crossing the 30-yard line. So that'll be a first down. As we get near the fourth quarter, some bumps and bruises start to take effect. But these are tough players fighting through the pain, as it's now first down and 10 for the Red Devils. So the ability to run the ball with Huff allows them to kind of take some gambles here on first down. So you see that cushion of 10 yards on the bottom of the screen. Play action pass. Miller's going to try to run, trying to strip the ball out. He'll get a couple yards. Just kind of an odd play there, because as he's rolling right, Torres is not looking back for the pass. He's almost looking like that's a designed run, but Schnecht is going out for a pass. So not sure if we had the right play call there and everybody was on the same page. Typically what you want when the quarterback rolls out right as a receiver, rather than run deep, you want to run back to the quarterback to the sideline, giving him a good angle to make the reception. Now they're going to run to the right to Huff. Hill's going to pause. 45 is right there and help push him out of bounds. So a short gain by Springville. Ball will be marked at the 37-yard line, so it'll be third down and 4. Check it. They're going to mark it at the 38-yard line. So third down and 3. Line to gains the 41. So would not be surprised if they keep to the run here. Blitz showing both in the middle and to the right side. Lots to that left side of the line, sorry. Quick slant to Giles and just thrown behind. Just not on the same page, quarterback and receiver. So now fourth down and short. With 8 minutes and 2 seconds left, offense will stay on the field to try to get this conversion. They've done a hard count a couple times, has not got Wasatch to jump. Weedman will be at the bottom of the screen. Giles at the top. There you go, slant again, and there's the contact, and there's the flag comes in. Looks like right as Giles was about ready to go up. There it is, trying before he can get his hands up, is taken out. Cobra Kai sweep the leg. So that's going to be a pass interference, and that'll give them the fourth down conversion. So Springville will be able to move the chains. So the ball is getting marked off. It'll be marked off into Wasatch territory to the 47-yard line. So first down and 10, Springville in the I formation. Now this is where you want to look at. You have the one high safety. Giles one-on-one covers the top of your screen. They're going to go toss the outside. Giles will set the edge. Baker gets a good push. And Huff is going to be upended and tackled 1 yard short of the end zone, of the first down marker. So that's number 8 coming in from the safety position. He'll come in, get low, and make the tackle, just stopping him short of the first down marker. But that's exactly where Springville wants to be. The expected point value of second down and 1 is greater than first down and 5 at this position of the field. So this might allow them to look to see if they can go over the top. So 2 high safeties. It's been difficult to pass against this formation. Blitz coming up the middle. Ball's on the ground. Miller will jump on it, so that's going to be a short 2 yard loss. and will set them down third down and short. So the exchange between center and quarterback just wasn't quite there. Miller doing a good job to jump on that. And so now it'll be third down and short. Clock's becoming an issue. We're at 6 minutes and 55 seconds in the fourth quarter. Springville down 2 possessions. They'll need to be able to get that score twice to take the lead. Dropping back to pass, big protection. Miller gets the pressure. He's going to look to pass, fire it, and it'll be short. 2 receivers in the same location. Right there again, you get just not the spacing. The fourth quarter here, the routes just haven't been as crisp as they have earlier in the season, even earlier in this game. Not quite the design of the play to get 2 receivers within 5 yards of each other there next to the sideline. So fourth and short. Quick hitch to Giles. They'll get it caught. Giles will fight forward, takes on a couple tacklers, and bring the ball inside the 20. So good job that time to recognize. Again, 6-yard cushion. Giles is going to drive him back. Backpedaling is the corner, and then he'll just hit the brake, stop, and a quick first down. I would love to see them go back to that play one more time right here, just to get that corner thinking about it, then do a couple run plays, then go back to that stop and go. That got the touchdown earlier for Giles. Instead, they're going to toss right. Pursuit comes. Huff breaks a couple tackles. He'll now be caught up by the Wasps, driving forward up to the 19-yard line. Good job there by Huff to keep his feet moving and move that pile. First contact happens at the 27, and he'll go forward, so he'll get 6 yards after contact to the 21-yard line. It'll be down, looks like second down and 2. Crowd shouting, "Let's go defense," getting their team going. Slocum will be the lone back in the backfield. That gives Giles one-on-one to the top. Going to do a comeback. Oh, and just through his hands, they had it. Drops have plagued Springville today. Again, they send Giles on that go route and just hits the brakes, comes back to the ball, coming 12 back to 10, and it's not completed, and so it'll be third down and 2. I would expect Springville to run this time. They've had more success trying to get Huff to the outside, especially with Baker as the lead blocker. They'll put heavy to the right, so tight end will go strong right. Counter to Huff. Stanton with a block. Huff getting out to the left side. There he'll be tackled. Inside the 10, he'll be first down and goal for Springville. Good counter play. Lincoln Stanton going to get the lead block there. And Huff's going to keep going up inside to about the 9-yard line. So first down and goal for Springville. 5 minutes and 3 seconds left. Play action pass over to Giles, overthrown and almost intercepted. Trying to find Giles on that crossing route. Both Giles and Weedman in the area. Falls incomplete. So second down and goal from the 9. We're in Heber Valley here, beautiful Heber Valley. Can't quite see the beauty as the night sky has fallen upon us. But the only thing more beautiful in the Heber Valley would be a touchdown here by the Red Devils. Looking for a pass. Quick out and incomplete. Move the camera just a little so we can try to get that angle. Looking for Giles on that out route. So they'll come into the huddle. 3rd down and goal. Ball is marked. Weedman will be at the bottom of the screen. Giles to the top. Toss to Huff. He'll fight forward and he'll be driven out of bounds on the short side of the field. Again, they love to run that toss play to the short side of the field. And that gets some good yards. It does negate a little bit of the athleticism and speed that Huff has to be able to take it to the outside. And so now it'll be, they have it first. It should be 4th down and goal from about the 2-yard line. Giles down at the bottom of the screen. The slant will be there if they want it. There, oh, and it's dropped. They had it. 2nd key drop on that play. They had the slant. The split release gets the corner to stop and pause. Giles on the slant goes incomplete. So while it would have been beautiful to have that touchdown, now it'll be up to Springville's defense deep in Wasp territory. So if they could get a safety here, that'll make it a 9-point lead and still a 2-possession game. So they're going to need to get a pick 6 if they can. I would expect to see the read option here, specifically the running back up the middle and the quarterback trying to run to the outside. Their sweep to the outside, and there's the safety. Big tackle there. Isaac Fielder with the safety. He's coming up that A gap and just beats the halfback to his spot, gets tangled up in his legs, and makes the play. So that'll be 2 points for Springville. Down by 9 now, but it'll be Wasatch kicking off. 4 minutes and 30 seconds left. Big play by Fielder. And now Springville's still in it. With their ability for big plays, they are definitely not out of it. It'll be nice for the offense. They're on the field a lot to get a quick breather here, then back at it after a very long drive. We'll see after that long drive as well if maybe the Wasp defense is a little tired, and that might set up Springville to have better success on a quick drive when they get the ball here. So the ball is going to be kicked off from the 20. Receivers are back at the 30-yard line. Fielded at about the 27. This is Weedman. Being patient, looking for the hole, finds it. Come forward, will be tackled at about the 48-yard line. They'll mark him at the 49. So good job by Weedman to be patient, good blocking, finds the gap up to, and that's where Springville will start, is about midfield. Early this game, we've seen Springville try to go big on the first play. Looking to go play action. We'll see if they do that or if they try to get where they've been most successful in the run plays, which is running to the outside with Huff. Huff will line up in the slot on the left side. 2 high safeties for the Wasps. Players are set. 82 is going on a corner blitz. Looking, Giles on the hot route. Giles is going to break a tackle. It's going to be a speed race now. He's still going all the way inside the 5. Giles takes a big hit as he goes out of bounds, but just sees the corner blitz. Goes all the way down and just lands a little awkwardly. He's going to be taking a knee on that sideline. Huge play. Again, most likely just maybe got the wind knocked out of him as he landed hard on his back. He'll come out for a play, but sets him up so quickly. Big gamble by Wasatch going on the corner blitz. Springville had the perfect play call with the hitch route by the receiver. 4 minutes and 15 seconds left in the game. And now Springville's inside the Red Devil red zone. They're running to Huff. He cuts back and touchdown, Springville! Springville attacks quickly. Great block by Stanton as the right, or that's Xander Schneck gets the kick out on number 45. Cooper Baker leads the way as the fullback, and Huff sees the hole and hits it quick. So now Springville's going to go for two. They haven't had the success in the extra points as they'd like to have. They've been 1 for 1 on 2-point conversions. And so here you go back to the 2-point conversions. Torres at the bottom, Weedman at the top. They're going to go toss to the outside. Fighting for it, big push, and the Wasps are going to come up big to hold him not in the end zone. So Springville down by 3. That's a key stop by the Wasps because now a Springville field goal will only tie it and not take the lead. So big play by Springville to get down and score. Big stop by the Wasps on the extra point attempt, and with 4 minutes and 11 seconds left, this is a nail-biter going down to the wire. We'll be right back on Varsity Sports TV. Springville set to kick. With 4 minutes and 11, we don't expect a onside kick here. See if Jackson Earl can drive this through the end zone for a touchback. And they will go onside kick. Kick just a little too hard. He comes up on that. They have the numbers to that side. 29 lets it go, and the ball will go out of bounds at the 39-yard line. So that's a kick out of bounds. So it prevents a big return by the Wasps, but it gives them good field position at the 40-yard line. And now it'll be a 5-yard penalty from where the ball went out of bounds. So take them up to the 44-yard line. So now the burden will fall upon this defense. They've had some moments, especially in this second half, of really being able to put up big stops. We'll see how they do here. Late substitution. There comes the halfback. And they're going to go read option. Give it to the halfback. Xander Schneck's right there for the tackle after a short gain. Springville will take their timeout after that. Schneck doing a good job of stopping the quarterback. The options there and attacking the hip of that halfback, tackling him after a 4-yard gain. So Springville takes a timeout, trying to stop the clock. We're at 4:04. With this lead of 3 points, I'd expect Wasatch to keep running the ball. They've been able to move the ball on the ground, especially as their quarterback pulls it in those read options, and see if that will be enough for them to keep getting first downs, keep this clock running, and not letting Springville get the ball once again in this game. Late substitution by Springville. And they're going to get them on the penalty. So that's going to be a penalty on Springville. And that's going to stink because they got a great stop there. I don't know what's going on with that substitution. Is you had Lingenbotham come into the game on the far side of the field. Did they not call the penalty? They did not, so that's not a penalty. Lingenbotham did not get off the field by the time the snap came, so Springville dodges a bullet there. So they get the tackle after a 1-yard gain. They use their second timeout. So with 3:52 left in the game, it is now 3rd down and 5. Big down here for Springville. and for Wasatch. Wasatch looking to see if they can maybe get a first down. Maybe they turn to the air here. They're going to run it. Quarterback keeps it, gets to the outside. He'll get tackled, but falls across the first down marker. Great job. See, the right guard is going to pull to the left. That's a quarterback keeper all the way. Xander Schneck gets blocked and unable to seal the edge. And that'll be a first down for the Wasps. Big play. This game is not over, though. But expect the Wasps to take this down to the end of the play clock. They get 40 seconds from the end of that play to the next play. And so with 3 minutes and 20 seconds ticked on the clock, they will try to get one more first down to seal this game. Up to the halfback, he's going to go through the middle, and there he'll be met just short of the first down. Oh, big punch is coming. Couple players got into it. So they got a fracas going between a couple players. Springville player, you saw throw a punch that was Neo. Did not see what led up to that. But now the officials are going to convene. Most likely at least one ejection, maybe two. Did not see what led to the initial. Both players went to the ground. Going to the ground, Springville player threw a punch. Now they'll go over and talk to the coaches to let the coaches know, or at least the coach of Springville to know what happened. So it's dead ball, personal foul against Wasatch, dead ball, personal foul against Springville. So those will offset number 50, and now we have more coming. So that was the original thing, and now another personal foul against Springville. 51 will be ejected. Fans don't like it, but that's what initiated is. Both players were going at it. And so that led to the rains are starting to come down now. So the initial personal foul penalties offset. And then the second personal foul, the punch thrown, is what's going to lead to the ejection. And the official giving the coach an explanation with hand motions of what he saw. Looked like he was showing that both players were getting to it. The player for Wasatch, he looked like he threw him down on the ground. That's when the Springville player responded. Coach is not happy with that call. So at the end of it, it's going to be a first down and 10 for the Wasps. And ball will be marked at the 23-yard line. Rain's starting to come down. 3 minutes and 8 seconds left. So the game is still not over. Wasps will have to get one first down to end this game. We'll see them expect to run. Maybe Springville will bring some blitzes and cover zero and try to get at this quarterback and running back. 22's the halfback. Quarterback's in the game. He's been fantastic for the Wasps. They're going to go read option. Quarterback's going to keep it. Trying to get to the outside. And there he'll see if they wind the clock or not. They're going to stop the clock, so he runs out of bounds. And now they're going to wind the clock. So if the court runner is going forward out of bounds, the clock will stop. But if he's hit inbounds and it pushes him backwards out of bounds, then the clock will run. That's what the officials called there. The side official didn't call, but the back official was showing that it was winding. So now we're at 2 minutes and 10 seconds left. Play clock's getting low. They're going to hand it off up the middle, and there the tackle will be made at the 26-yard line, or the 20-yard line. The 14-yard line is the line to gain. Player injured. That's Cooper Baker. He's down. So they'll blow the whistle to stop the clock with 1:55. Rains are starting to come down hard here. Fans taking cover. Winds are going strong. We said the rain was scheduled to come in around 8 o'clock. It's 8:35. This is a 2.5-hour game. It has been very long here, and we are now at 1:55. Springville down by 3. Last game of the season for sophomores. They're giving it their all, and now it's going to be left up to their defense to give just a little bit more. We are 3rd down and 6. Clock is stopped with 1:55. I almost want to see if they go back to that counter, or where they pull the right guard to the left side and let the quarterback run. They're going to get him, let the run to the outside. Big hit down to the 11-yard line, and that'll be a 1st down. So that will seal it. The quarterback has done a fantastic job on those read options. That time, he fakes the handoff, takes it himself, and now Springville will bring in number 71, Kason Boyer. Man is a beast, strong as can be. Son of a woodshop teacher, and he'll get his first playing time today. Getting excited. Again, expect the V formation, the quarterback just to take a knee. We're at 1:23, so we'll have to snap the ball once, maybe twice more before the end of this game. So as the play clock goes to expire, Wasatch calls a timeout. And so with no timeouts left, 2 knees will take this to 0. It's been a great matchup throughout this game. Lots of big plays. And unfortunately, not quite enough big plays for Springville to come back and win the game. So let's look at one of those big plays. Here is the hitch route to Ryder Giles, getting all the way down inside the 5, setting up Springville for their last touchdown, where Chad Huff ran it in. Now they go shotgun, but I expect the quarterback to catch this and take a knee with one guy deep. There's the high take a knee. So clock is running 1:14. So they'll just have to wait for this to get inside of 40 seconds and then take the snap, and that will be it. So it's a 40-second play clock. We're at 1 minute remaining. Rain is coming down. Thunder is in the forecast. Just trying to get one more snap before the weather gets too bad. We're at 45 seconds. They look at the game clock. We're under 40. They will take the snap and take a knee. And folks, that is it. That is a final. Zizek Spiller comes in strong on that. Players will give each other high fives. Officials doing a good job of keeping players separated and congratulating the players. What a matchup. What a game. There's the backflip of victory for the Wasps as the clock ticks down. Thank you for joining us on VarsitySportsTV.com. I am the Professor Josh Price. We'll be with you tomorrow at Springville Red Devil Stadium as Varsity takes on the Wasatch Wasps for senior night. Don't miss it. We want to see you there in Red Devil Stadium. But if you can't make it, please join us here on VarsitySportsTV.com, home of your Springville Red Devils. We will see you tomorrow with some more Red Devil football.